What's up everybody, Chris Miller here. Welcome to sunny Florida. So we're in Daytona Beach at our funky beach house, 725 square feet. Weather is literally always perfect. It's not, but I'll just say it is. And we're here at our one-of-a-kind Airbnb. So this one, there's really nothing else like it on the market here. So let me take a second to show you guys around. All right, now we're coming to the heart of the home. This is the kitchen. So it's a small kitchen, but it's a mighty kitchen, if you will. So this cost $11,000 to renovate. I know it doesn't look like a whole lot, but it was a pretty involved process whenever you're doing a full renovation of a kitchen. So let me take you through a couple things that we did and what it cost. So first we had a wall here. So this kitchen, there was literally just a little doorway for you to get in. So it was 500 bucks to demo that, take all the drywall, take all of the old cabinetry and appliances out. The only one we were able to salvage was the range. But in that process, we also had to upgrade the electrical and the plumbing. We pull permits on everything, so we really wanted to make sure it was to code. So all that, the plumbing and electrical, was about $3,000 that you'll literally never even see, but you know it's safe and you have no liability there. Then we got the backsplash. We really wanted to make sure that was a one-of-a-kind wow factor for our guests, something that has a major impact. When you first come in the kitchen, you first come in the door, you see it, you're like, my goodness, I'm not gonna see that anywhere else. So that's what you really wanna design your Airbnb after. So that was about 1,700 bucks. We got this sycamore ledge or shelf that we got from the lumber yard. They cut it down for us and sanded it, all that good stuff. Came out really nice. That was about 300 bucks. Countertops, quartz countertops, 1,700 bucks installed. Cabinets, 1,250 installed, plus hardware, which is about another 50 bucks. And then you have your appliances. So we had about $700. It's just a little apartment size fridge. Then we always get top of the line dishwashers. This one was about $1,000 installed because we want to make sure it's super quiet. Then you got your range and that came with it. But all in with everything, even all the stuff that's in the cabinets, microwave, utensils, all that good stuff, you're still looking at $11,000 all in. So make sure you're spending the money in the right places. And let me show you the rest of the house. All right, so now I'm gonna take you through the main living space. Something to keep in mind whenever you're doing an Airbnb renovation, which is completely different than a regular rental or a flip, you're actually gonna make it even nicer than both of those. You want no headaches. So you have to spend the money up front so that you have no headaches on the back end. So it really does take money in order to make money. So I've learned that over the years. Spend it up front. Don't waste your time on doing rehabs all along the way, because first, you're not gonna wanna do it because you're used to making the money. And then secondly, it's just gonna kill you with opportunity costs. So what we did in here, there were only window units for the AC and there was no heat. And so we actually did mini splits. We did dual head mini splits. So that cost $7,400. New roof on this place. That was another $7 grand. Then we did all new flooring throughout. And whenever we do flooring, we do the best quality flooring you can get. This is luxury vinyl plank, but it's top of the line luxury vinyl plank. It was $5,500. And we wanna make sure that it is commercial, that it also has a really, really thick wear layer so that all of our pets that come will not scratch it up, because we are always pet friendly. We do everything we can to make it pet friendly. So then in addition to that, paint for inside and out was $3,500, but then we added another $350 to do all these accent walls that you see all throughout the house. Just a really minimal cost for such a huge impact. So, because photos is really important whenever you're listing your Airbnb. All in all with the main space, furniture, wall decorations, all that good stuff, it was about $6,000. So kind of keep some of these prices in your head of what you're gonna get into, some expectations. Now on that six, I'm gonna kind of walk you through a couple of things that are on that list. So first, we got the dining room table, because we always try to accommodate a dining room table. And then a desk. We are really making a conscious effort in all of our Airbnbs to put a desk, because there's so many people that are doing telecommuting, work from home. They are traveling all over the place, staying for a month or two, because they can work remote now. So we do everything we can to accommodate that. With this desk and chair, that was about 700 bucks. So, and if you wanna come with me to the living room, we do our best to sleep as many people as we can, within reason. So this is a queen sofa bed. It's got the memory foam mattress on it. So that pulls out and that can sleep another 2. All in all, this place sleeps 5. We were able to sneak in an additional bed by using this little Murphy cabinet. So this is something new that we're doing in our places. It's a twin bed, and literally, so this thing costs $1,400. And it's a twin. And it's really awesome. It's a really easy way to sleep an extra person. So that's how we sleep 5 whenever you factor in the bedroom as well. So let's head to that place next. All right, and now to the primary bedroom. So a lot of people say this is where the magic happens, referring to the bed, but we think it's the ceiling in this scenario, and I'll tell you why. So during the demo, there was one little spot of drywall that we needed to replace because the people we bought it from did a really poor job of patching it. And as we took that down, the ceiling started to come with it. All of the ceiling joists literally caved in. There was a fan here. It was hanging by like a string, and it just fell to the ground. Had to replace all the ceiling joists in here because they weren't connected anymore. The termites had just like had a field day. Lesson learned though, it was completely our fault. And the reason being is we did have an inspection on this property. However, this is a duplex. So the inspector only inspected the front property. He didn't know that he was supposed to inspect this house too. We're like, it's fine. We know what to expect. Turns out we didn't account for that. So because of that, it costs us $1,300 to replace the ceiling joists. And then we had to pay for drywall and do all new plaster. We also ended up during that process taking out all of the old blown in insulation, putting all new. That was another $1,400. So lesson learned for us, and make sure for you, no matter how well versed you are, you know, it's not that it would have made a difference as far as how much it cost, but at least expectation and budgeting. It would have been better if we had an inspection, because that would have saved us about $3,000 worth of unexpected that we had in our contingency. So that's stuff that really happens in every rehab, because once you're opening up walls and things like that, you don't exactly know what to expect. But this was a really easy one that we could have expected. So our fault on that one. All in all, not including the new insulation, but with the new ceiling and all the bedroom and decorations and all that good stuff, we're right at about $4,500 in here. So it would have been about $3,000, which is usually pretty normal for a bedroom to fully furnish it. So yeah, take it from me, do the legwork up front, inspect what you expect, and know what you're getting into before you start your rehab. All right, first of all, I'm gonna be honest with you, this is the first time I've ever been filmed in the shower, so bear with me. I might feel a little shame here. But in all seriousness, this bathroom, it cost us $5,000. That's labor and material, as well as upgrading plumbing, the whole 9 yards. So we did all new tile here. We ripped out all the old shower, new valves, new plumbing, new toilet, vanity, lights, the whole 9 yards. You see what you get. A little pro tip for you guys, generally speaking, in your municipality, if you're replacing a toilet, you can typically get a $50 credit towards your utility bill in your first month, or just whenever you apply for it. You just submit your receipt as well as fill out their little form. So although this toilet costs us $100 to purchase, and then I think it was another $60 the plumber charged us to install, we get $50 off our utility bill. So we really got the toilet at almost half price. So little things like that. I know it doesn't make a big difference, but $50 is $50. So spend the money in the bathroom, especially in a small bathroom like this. You want to make sure all your finishes and your fixtures are nice. It'll only cost a couple $100 more, but it's worth it at the end of the day to maximize the space and the impact that it makes when people come in. All right, guys, so that just about wraps it up for our rehab here. Just to recap, our total renovation on this one, as well as furnishing, was right at about $48,000. So something important to remember is making sure that your numbers and your projections are correct. So some great websites for that are AirDNA, as well as just taking a look at the comps that are in your area, surrounding houses that are of comparable size. This one's really one of a kind, and it really has finishes that are a lot better than almost every single thing on the market, at least in our market. So Right now we are in March. We already have over $6,000 in bookings and we're only 50% booked. But on average, I would say this house is gonna bring in about $5,000 a month, which is $60,000 a year. So we put in 48 and we're expecting 60 in the first year and probably more than that after that. But think about spending the money up front, making sure that your guests have a great experience, making sure that you have no headaches, and your life is gonna be much easier, much more profitable as a host. So happy hosting to you guys and stay tuned for the next video.